Okay, well, something you hear a lot of nowadays, you have for a few years, I just got a hair going in my eye there, is this idea that you should respect people's beliefs. You'll hear politicians giving out this politically correct mantra. You'll certainly hear employers giving out this politically correct mantra. And it sounds a great slogan, but it's a slogan with a problem. And this that I contest that nobody has the first idea what the hell it means. If you ask somebody what it means, they usually don't tell you what respecting somebody's beliefs is. They usually tell you something very different, which is why you should respect somebody's rights to hold a belief. And that's an entirely different thing. I think it's something that most people embrace. It's something that I positively champion, the idea that you should be able to hold whatever beliefs you damn well like, even if they aren't politically correct beliefs, which is where I differ perhaps from a lot of employers and politicians who like to make this claim that you can hold whatever beliefs you like but don't really mean it. But what about respecting beliefs themselves? What can it mean? We need to know, if all these people want us to enact this philosophy, we need to understand what it means in the first place. I contend that we don't. If we look at the beliefs we hold ourselves, we can perhaps understand why we might respect our own beliefs, because we believe that they are right, we believe that they are valid, that they are evidenced beliefs. But why would we respect a belief that we don't hold that runs contrary to our own belief? Well, we can imagine circumstances where it's like close but no cigar. We can understand the basis of somebody's belief, we can understand the thought processes, we respect those thought processes, they make sense to us. Perhaps a cosmologist might look at an alternative idea as to the origin of the universe, not necessarily the model they hold themselves. Perhaps they don't believe in the idea of a multiverse, but they understand why some people would do. They understand the logic behind it, the mathematics behind it, so they respect that belief even though they don't hold it themselves. But outside of that, we come into this general sphere where we're being told respect other people's beliefs, respect the beliefs themselves. What the hell does that actually mean? What does it consist of? What should we do to respect those beliefs? Well, I've had to think about that the past couple of weeks, and the only thing that I can come up with makes me feel so horrified by the whole circumstance that I just want to reject the whole notion of respecting people's beliefs, whilst honouring people's rights, of course, to hold those beliefs. So this is the train of thought that I had. I couldn't see what people were getting at with regard to this respect people's beliefs, and nobody else has been able to furnish me with any ideas. So I thought, let's start looking at some analogies and then maybe working back. So I imagined this, that I go round to your house and you say to me something which is generally unsaid, which is that you want me to respect your furniture. So what would that mean? That would mean you didn't want me to damage your furniture, maybe spill blackcurrant juice on it, walk across it in stilettos, not that I generally wear stilettos, or trail dog shit over it on the soles of my shoes, or whatever, or what have you. Okay, you want me to not damage your furniture in any way. So what would that mean if we looked at that perspective with beliefs? Maybe respecting somebody's belief means not damaging somebody's belief. That sounds perfectly reasonable on first reading, but what does it mean to damage somebody's belief? How easy is it to damage somebody's belief? Well, what I want to propose is actually so easy potentially to damage somebody's belief that therefore the only way you could respect somebody's belief is not to be able to assert your own belief. If somebody holds you in particularly high esteem, maybe they've known you for a couple of years and you seem so well versed on everything you talk about that they really respect your opinion on things. And when you give your opinion, it tends to challenge what they hold. If they then say, well, what's your perspective? This is my belief on this subject. You know, maybe I'm a Christian, what's your belief? And you give a different perspective, even by boldly asserting, well, actually I'm a Muslim, well, actually I'm an atheist, that could be enough to damage their belief, could it not? Because they hold you in such high respect. They'd think, well, if this person has reached a different conclusion, perhaps I ought to be challenging my position somewhat. So doesn't that potentially damage their belief? And if that's what respecting somebody's belief is, not damaging their belief, then if we espouse this notion that we should respect people's beliefs, then what we're really saying is that we all should just shut up and not state what we think, because to state what we think could damage somebody else's belief. Well, if that is the case, then I totally and utterly reject this idea that we should respect other people's beliefs whilst maintaining that we respect people's rights to hold their beliefs. If you think there's another idea of what respecting somebody's belief means, I would really be delighted to know, because I haven't the faintest idea. Thanks for watching this video, and bye for now.